everybody. So this is the first video that we are doing on my YouTube, and a lot of the requests were about Dragcon that we were at like, what, a week and a half ago, I think?
Yeah, like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks.
Yeah, so this is going to be our recap of Dragcon LA 2018 and some tips at the end for anyone else who's planning on going. So we're going to kind of talk about the days and what we did and who we met and all that stuff, and at the end we're going to talk about the tips we have for you from our experiences. So this is Willie, and he goes to Dragcon with me and puts up with it, so we're going to talk about that. So what are we talking about first? Then we have Dylan and the dog back there. If you hear any excess noise, yeah, so just ignore that. If anything, my videos will be very raw and natural and non-edited. It's the real us. No filter.
So I think we're going to talk about first
preview night.
Yeah, like what time we got there and all the details.
To me, preview night was the best night because...
Yeah, I could have honestly just done preview night and then left like just as happy.
Okay, no.
Maybe Friday and Saturday and then
Farrah
just as happy.
on preview night, so I'm not even going to say that. But essentially why preview night was great for us was because it was way less empty, because you can buy VIP, which includes preview night, and a weekend ticket includes preview night, but you cannot buy tickets specifically to preview night. So anyone who bought a ticket for just Saturday or just Sunday, you know, none of it included preview night except for the weekend ticket and VIP. So there were a lot less people there. Yeah,
plus we got there pretty early. So, you know, we kind of beat out like the crowds because most of the people, I'm sure, were flying in that day too, like us. We had some trouble flying in, but luckily we got there on time still. You did.
Me.
Me and Dylan got to the convention around 2:45 when it opens at 4, and Gianna probably got there around like 3, a little after.
Yeah.
And there wasn't too bad of a line like picking up our badges and our tickets, but like I would give yourself time in case you have to pick them up and there's a big line by chance, because in New York City there was a line. Yeah,
you can pick up your ticket Thursday. Was it Thursday all day or Thursday night or something?
It was like Thursday afternoon.
Thursday afternoon and Friday morning you're able to pick up your ticket beforehand. We flew in that day, obviously, so he got our tickets for us. And in New York, when I went the day before Dragcon to pick up our tickets, which is smart because it's less time you have to wait in line. Yeah. So the doors opened at 4 for us.
Yeah.
For VIP, it opened at 2, right?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, it opened at 2. For us, it opened at 4. And when we got in, we went straight to...
We walked around originally just kind of get like an idea on
the layout.
Yeah, just because it was so different from New York City. We wanted to have a better idea for Saturday, just because Saturday would be like our big day.
Right, and this convention center compared to New York's was so much bigger.
It was at least
like,
twice the size.
Twice the size. There were so many more booths. It was almost overwhelming. So I'm glad we took that, like, what, half an hour to...
Popeye's trying to bite it. No.
Yeah, he's trying to eat the light stand.
Here, Popeye will say hi.
Hi. All right.
Go back down. Okay, so once we got inside, we walked around for about 20 minutes just to get an idea.
Okay.
We walked around for about 20 minutes, and then once we kind of like got an idea on it, we went straight to the back of the convention, which was like Trinity's area near the runway.
Yeah, Trinity was the first queen we met. She had no line.
Yeah, no line. We waited. I think her minimum was it 30 or 40?
20 or 30. I'm pretty sure it was like 20 or 30.
Yeah, I feel like it might have been 30.
I'm gonna say 30. But
just because you gotta buy like a print and a pin.
Yes, I got a print and a pin.
I think it was like 25 or 30, something like that.
Whatever, yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. She had her own photographer there.
So was her boyfriend.
Yeah.
He was really cute.
So the pictures came out good.
After Trinity, we went
to Valentina. We only waited like 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah, like 20 minutes max, and it was only like a $10 minimum. And I was like, that's gonna be like the best line for Valentina the whole weekend, because like last year she had like a 4-hour line for LA.
Yes. We weren't there, but that's what we like when we researched this, we found out. And after her, we went to Violet. right?
No, we went to Blair.
We went to Blair. Blair was probably the longest line we waited in.
It was probably like
I was
30
dead
minutes.
set. Yeah,
max.
I was dead set on meeting her, so I thought that her line would be the shortest on preview night.
I'm telling Dylan to pick up that toy because it's gonna make sound. But Blair was a lot of fun. She was a $30 minimum.
$30 minimum, and it was like 30 minutes to wait for her, which, like I said, was probably going to be the best, like the shortest line out of the weekend. So.
Because most of the season 10 ones would have a really long line the weekend just because they're so new.
Yeah. And then we went to Violet.
Then we went to Jasmine.
Oh my goodness. All right. Whatever.
I know. We went to Jasmine Masters.
She had no
we
line.
talked to her.
She had a $5 minimum.
Yeah, it was a $5 for pictures or like one merch.
Yes.
But we just did the pictures because she didn't have her print, I don't think.
No, she literally just had like merchandise that.
Yeah, and she was already like warning us, saying that like Saturday and Sunday were going to be so crowded, like we had no idea what to expect.
Yeah.
Because this was nothing.
Yeah.
The crowd's Friday. Then we went to
Then
Kimura, which was you only had to buy like one thing to meet Kimura, and she was
Kimura
really
is
nice.
like one of our favorites to meet. She remembers us. She's
Yeah.
so sweet. I love buying her merch and supporting her just because she's so awesome.
Yeah, her and Trinity like always remember us.
Not even talk about Farrah. We're gonna say.
We'll skip to Farrah at the end when it was her time. How did I stop? Then we met Violet.
There we go.
I think it was $20 a person to meet Violet,
Yes.
and like literally any like person in line had to pay $20 if they wanted to be in the room with Violet.
So I'll pause. This could be a tip at the end, but I'm just gonna say it now. There were some queens that like one of us wanted to meet, but not all of them. So in that sense, sometimes you just need to make like one purchase. So like, let's say Willie wanted to meet someone that I didn't want to meet. If he made a purchase, like we could all take a group picture together. Or like, so, like with Kimura, he made the purchase and we all went and met her and she took her time with us. And they
she
took
still
a picture
took
with her.
individuals.
And she still looked at me. She's like, I want a picture with you. And I was like, really? Me? Okay. So yeah, I didn't make a purchase, but it's essentially like, you know, whatever
like
they
per
want.
group.
Per group most of the time, but at Violet's booth they
It
were
was, like, per
extremely
head.
strict. Yeah, they had
So
like
even
parents
me
with
and Dylan
kids.
who were gonna go to like me and Dylan were gonna go together because that's what we usually do, but we had
They had
to
to pay
take like
separately. I
yeah,
had to
so
pay
I was like, might as
separately.
well take individuals. If I'm
Yeah,
not-
there was a mom with a kid there, and the mom couldn't even go in and like watch her kid meet
Yeah.
her. Like I was a little surprised, but you know.
And the kid was
each
probably
booth-
like 13 years old or something.
Yeah, it wasn't like a baby or anything, but like each queen their own. So yeah, we did Violet, and her line was like 15 minutes.
Yeah, not even. I think it might have been 10 minutes.
Yeah, so that's really good for Violet's line. Her
Yeah.
line was a mess last year. Not
Last
even
year
gonna
it was
talk
crazy.
about it. Not even gonna talk about
That's
it.
another video.
But we loved meeting Violet, and we
She
were
was
really glad
nice.
that we
and
saw
her
her.
location was really nice this year.
It was.
Then we got in line to meet Peppermint.
Peppermint had like no line.
Yeah, basically. And last year she had a really long line in New York City. We weren't able to
Sharon
meet
before
her.
We met Peppermint.
Huh?
We met Sharon before we met Peppermint.
I think I met.
No,
With
we met
Sharon.
Peppermint.
You met Peppermint before.
Okay.
I think.
I was pretty sure it was Sharon. And then-
Anyway, either we met Sharon or Peppermint first.
Peppermint's line was really short. She was sweet, and we
it
have
was
this
just like one merch.
we have this idea or like what is it? A plan that we wanted to meet like
Yeah.
all queens from one season, and we're the closest for season 9. And Peppermint
Yeah.
was 1 out of 3 that we hadn't met, so we were like, let's meet Peppermint. And
Yeah,
she
we
was
just
super
need to
nice.
meet Nina and Charlie. And then we
they're
met
never
them all.
anywhere, so good luck to us.
Yeah.
But we met Sharon, and
Which was really nice. She was really nice.
she
We
was
just had to buy
extremely
one
nice.
merch.
Yeah, and then she was running late because she had to go to her other job, so she had to leave, and she came out to her line. She's like, anyone who literally just wants a selfie with me, let's take a selfie, and then we can leave. And she took a selfie with you guys, right?
Yeah, she took a selfie with me and Dylan and some other people.
And then she skipped me, and I was like, I'm just gonna stay in this line so I can get my picture.
Yeah.
And I was her last one, and she had this like electric chair set up.
Yeah, it was like a Frankenstein laboratory setup.
Yeah, it was really neat. It was a little spooky, and she was super nice to me.
It was on brand.
Yeah, and she was like, you're my last victim of the day. Do you want to pull the trigger? And I was like, why, yes, I do. And I pulled it, and she pretended to get electrocuted.
Rip. So, fast forward to day 2. We got to the convention center about like 8:50. Doors opened at around 10. Our main goal was to meet Bianca Del Rio.
In our dreams.
Yeah, she was doing a book signing, and she was also taking pictures as well. So we were like, okay, like maybe not a lot of people would be doing it just because like they have other stuff
No,
to do.
I knew there was gonna be a long line, but I was like,
figured
I would
she
wait.
might not, only because like she added so last minute, you know, so like her fans might not have gotten like, I don't know.
I thought there was gonna be at least like a 2 or 3 hour wait, but when we came in,
It was
we
like
busted through those doors.
so
It was
long.
literally like 5 or 6 hours, and like I love her so much, but I did not want to spend the whole day with. That's why like I don't want to meet Jeffree Star or Rupaul, because like I do want to meet them, but I'm not gonna spend a whole Dragcon day like dedicated to meet them. It is a waste to me. Like for anyone else like who's a major fan, like that's not saying anything bad about them, but just like for us, we'd rather do other things. So we were kind of like really disappointed to see how long.
Yeah, we were really lost because like we just didn't know what to do next because it like defeated our plans.
And every time we went to like any line, it was already so long that we were like,
we
oh,
went
what
to
do we do?
Alyssa, her line was like beyond
Hours.
long.
I think
And
Alyssa
then-
had the longest line. Then we went to Trixie, her line was already closed.
It was crazy.
Sasha's line was already ridiculously long. We were just like,
So then we
I don't know
finally
what to do.
just like we're just walking around. We were kind of like defeated almost, and then like we heard this announcement, and I thought it said something like, "Go to the pink carpet." Like the crowned queens are coming. So in my head, I was like, "Oh my god!" Like we're gonna see the winners walk by. So then we like ran to get our spot. We were the front row, and it was a lot of fun. We got to see BB, Alaska, Jinx, Sharon,
Sasha,
and Trixie.
Trixie in her Jeep.
Yeah, like all like go down the pink carpet, which was a lot of fun. We got some good pictures. And then we met Alexis Michelle.
Her booth always has the best lighting.
Yeah,
I will
and
meet
her
her
booth
literally
this year
just
was
for
really
her.
good.
Yeah, I'll meet her just for that ring light, honestly.
But yeah, she was a lot of fun to meet. I think it was only like one merch you had to buy. It might have been like $10 or something. We got like the Momager pin.
We did a group picture.
And then me and Dylan had a fast pass for Trinity, which was like $40 each.
And I like sat off to the side and was just like,
yeah, she just waved.
I felt like a fake fan. Just like I made
We're
it
a fake
before.
fan. And then after we did the Trinity Fast Pass, we had our Pheromone Fast Pass.
So, rewind.
Yeah.
We had our Farrah Fast Pass for Friday night, and we probably spent a half of preview night walking back and forth.
Trying to find where Farrah's booth
Well, first
was.
we were trying to find her, but then once
Because
we found
nothing
it,
was set up.
Right, and then because like everyone's still setting up on Friday, but like we
Yeah.
probably spent the half of our preview night walking back and forth to Farrah's booth to see if she was there, and she wasn't there, and I was like, how are we supposed to use our Fast Pass? So then I messaged her that night, and she said that her booth had like technical difficulties or whatever, and then she said that the electricity wasn't getting set up, and
Something like that, but
there
like
was,
they
a lot of
honor
issues,
the
so-
Fast Passes
right,
that
so
any
they were
other
gonna
day.
honor it on Saturday. So we finally went over there and saw her.
Which was a lot of fun. I think, what time did she come out Saturday? Like 2?
Maybe.
I feel like it was 2. And then after we met Farrah and had our Fast Pass, we went to, I think we went to, was it Detox?
Yeah, we went
Yeah,
to
we went to
Detox.
Detox because we had a Fast Pass for Detox, which was a lot of fun. Loved meeting Detox. She did like for every person like 2 different poses.
Mhm.
So she was like a happy one and then one like looking crazy at the person because she was like a judge.
And she was like holding the whatever that thing's called.
Like the mallet, I think.
Yeah, I was like,
And then we went to Miss Fame's booth.
yes.
Before we went to Miss Fame's booth, we bought like $25 worth of like stuff from the makeup
Skincare
shop.
stuff, which I was living for, but Willie literally bought like,
50. I had to buy $50 because it was for me and Dylan. So I was like $50 worth of skincare stuff. So we literally bought like $50 worth of face masks,
it was
which
worth it.
weren't good because me and Dylan tried one and I like both broke out on my face.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that because it's
So-
expensive. I got some lashes. I was excited about that. But yeah, it was what was it called? Like the
Creme.
cream, yeah,
Cream
beauty
shop,
cream or
something like that.
something. Yeah, I like them.
And then we got in line for Miss Fame at 2 o'clock. She came out at 3. We were like the second one in line. A lot of fun meeting Miss Fame. Then we went to do our Pearl Fast Pass, which we loved so much.
We were so
we
excited
loved
for
meeting
Pearl.
because I don't know, it's just meeting Pearl was like something I never thought I would be able to do.
Yeah, she's like one of the top ones for me, way up there. And
But she was so nice to meet.
yeah, and then the fact
really
that like she
worth it.
did fast passes for that, like she was the first fast pass that we bought because we were like, her line's obviously going to be ridiculously long.
Yeah, and it was long.
It was, and she took her time with us. Like she spent forever talking with us, and that was super cool.
And she had pretty good lighting too.
Yeah, she had good lighting.
They just put the flash on the camera, so it
yeah,
looked a
that
little
was
funky.
a little weird, but
And then after that, we were just like walking around the convention center, like taking some pictures of like the drag queens, like Farrah or whatever. And then we stumbled upon Vanjie's line, which we didn't think we were gonna do, but since Dylan was nagging us the whole day to do it, we decided to stop on by at the end of the day. And luckily,
we couldn't even tell if it was open or closed because her line was really long the whole day too. So we were like, this looks closed.
It doesn't make sense why it's not a long line.
So we kind of just like walked in and then we were like, do we have to make a purchase? And Vanjie was literally just sitting there like.
She was so over it because
she was like annoyed.
Her people like screwed up her line because I guess they were supposed to close it off like multiple times in the day and they just kept it going. So then she was like,
does anyone just want to take a selfie with me?
Yeah,
and
so we were like, sure.
Sure, let's
do
it.
So we literally waited like 2 minutes, not even.
Yeah.
And we didn't have to buy anything, which is good.
Yeah, I would have bought something from her, but.
I was gonna too, but honestly, the whole line was just to buy merch.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, no one there wanted
to
meet her.
The guy was like, does anyone want to buy merch or they want to meet her? And no one said anything. And we were like, I don't want to meet her. But like,
yeah.
I felt bad for her, but whatever.
And then that was pretty much it for day 2.
So honestly, day 2 summary, we were like defeated a lot of the time because everyone we wanted to go see, like the line was already ridiculously long.
It reminded me of Sunday at New York City last year.
Yeah, it was rough.
Very
but then
much
we
the
had
same.
that hour where we like did Farrah, Detox,
Dylan's foot's in the video. We pretty much saw all of her faves.
Yeah,
Saturday.
within those couple hour period where we saw like all those people in a row because of the fast passes, they honestly like saved
They
us.
really did, honestly, and it's like people complain about it being $30, but
you
most of the queens
anyways.
have the $30 minimum.
Yeah, so and with the
plus
fast
you get
pass,
a print.
Yeah, with the fast pass, you normally get a print with it. So like you're getting a print and
It's an
you're going to skip the
exclusive
line.
print.
Exclusive.
Okay. Oh, we also went to try to meet Ms. Cracker that day, but her line was so long already. Like as soon as the convention opened,
so that night we bought fast passes for her the next day, which was very smart.
And they still had some open, which was good.
Yeah.
Day 3 we got there around 8:40. It was open from 10 to 4. Once we got in at 10 o'clock, we went straight to Sasha Valora.
I sat my butt down. I was like, because I told myself the night before, I was like, we wandered around too much the day before. Like, I was like, on those hours that we wandered around, like, we could have just picked a line and stuck to it. So, like, I want to see Sasha. We'd already met Sasha before, so I was like, regardless, I love meeting her. She's one of my favorites, so I'm going to sit my butt down in this line.
And she's one of those that, like, treat everyone really well.
Yeah, she's amazing. So I sat down in her line.
Yeah, Gianna probably got in her line around, like, 10 o'clock, honestly.
Yeah.
And, like, me and Dylan, we walked around originally. We saw Alyssa's line. And we went to get in Alyssa's line. We waited there for maybe like 5 or so minutes and then realized, like, we don't know when she's going to come out. No one really knew when she was going to come out. So I was like, okay, like, if we're going to wait in a long line, I'd rather just wait with, like, a friend. So we went back in line with Gianna. We waited there for maybe, like, an hour and 20 minutes, I think, with Gianna.
So I got in line at 10, and they said that Sasha was supposed to get there between 11 and 11:30. So I already knew, like, there was already a bunch of people in front of me, so I didn't think I was going to be meeting her until, like, 12:30.
Exactly.
Originally. So, yeah, you guys got in line with me for, like, an hour and a half, and then they were like, we're not going to do this. We're going to
Yeah, just because, like, our feet were killing us, and it's like, we already met Sasha before, too.
Yeah, and I had the mindset, I was like, I've already been waiting this long. Like, I'm not going to get on a line. I'm just going to stick it out and wait.
Yeah, so what time did Sasha end up getting there? Like 1 o'clock?
1:30 maybe. She got stuck in really bad traffic, which I couldn't blame her for. Like, whatever, it happens. So she got there at like 1:30. I met her at 2. I'm pretty sure it was like exactly at 2 because I told her
it was
meet me
at 2.
Cameron's booth at 2. Yeah. So I got in line at 10. I met her at 2, and while I met Sasha, I waited in line for Sasha.
Yeah, me and Dylan walked around. We met. We went in line to see Naomi Smalls. We maybe waited like 15 minutes, and you only had to buy one merch to meet her. She was a lot of fun to meet as we were meeting her. Oh, she remembered us from the Christmas tour, which was a lot of fun. And when we were taking our pictures, like Valentina came up and was like talking to Naomi while we were taking our picture, and then like they took pictures together after, which was cool. And then we got to see like Valentina and Farrah like meet each other, which was like so shooking.
Mad.
Then we went to line to meet the Vixen. Dylan really wanted to meet the Vixen.
Gianna did not want to meet the Vixen.
But the Vixen was really nice to us. Dylan loved meeting the Vixen. I think she had like, I think it was one merch per group. I don't really think she had a line, to be honest, but I'm not sure. And then we met Chad Michaels, me and Dylan. Chad was free, but like they encourage you to buy something if you want, just because it was for free. So we just bought a print. Bobby, do you want to say hi? We just bought a print because why not get Chad Michaels to sign something? So after that, we met up to get in line for Farrah.
We tried to see Cameron, but Cameron...
Wait. Me and Dylan, before we met up with Gianna, we met Asia O'Hara.
Okay, I was like, I knew you were missing something.
Yeah, I forgot. We met Asia O'Hara. It was like one purchase, $15. And me and Dylan got a group picture with Asia. She was nice. Her setup was really nice. And then we
Let's
met.
take a moment to talk about Yuha's booth. Yuha probably had the biggest booth, one of the biggest booths at Dragcon, and there's literally a sign up that said, "I lost Drag Race, buy my merch." And she never had a line. Like, no one came to see her. I felt bad. We didn't have time.
I think she literally bought like four
slots or whatever. It was huge. Like, Farrah had the biggest booth at Dragcon last year for New York.
And I think that was maybe like, wasn't that like at least like half the size of Yuha's?
Yeah. Yuha's was huge.
Was
all right.
really
Anyways, I don't know why I thought about that, but after I saw Sasha, I was like, meet me at Cameron, and because I really wanted to see Cameron, but Cameron wasn't there until like 3, and I was like, oh, go see Farrah.
Yeah, it was like 2:45, but Farrah came out at like 3 again.
Yeah.
So we were like, we wouldn't be able to see both. So then we went in line to meet Farrah.
Pause. I'm gonna go back and say that we were like sitting waiting for Farrah, and I went to change because I changed like 8 times from Dragcon. And so I'm walking into the bathroom to go change from like my pink dress to my black romper, and then I walk out, and Shea Coulee is literally standing in the bathroom, and I was like, she wasn't in line or anything, she was literally just like standing against the wall. And then she stopped me and she was like, wait, and I was like, what? And she was like, you look gorgeous. And then she was like, I love your shoes.
Oh my god, I can't believe you didn't bring the shoes.
Okay, what?
I can't believe you didn't bring the shoes to show.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, anyone who's looked at my Instagram at this point, like, has seen the shoes. So there was this, like, conspiracy with the shoes where I was excited about them to wear with my pink dress, and I sent them to Farrah, and I was like, can you tell me if these shoes are ugly or if they're, like, cute in a quirky way? Her response is, I plead the 5th, and I was like, shook. I was shook because I was like, I bought these for her because these genuinely look like shoes that she was gonna wear, like she would have worn. So every person I saw that day that complimented me on them, I like called her out because Sasha was like, your shoes are so cute, and I was like, tell that
and
to
like
Farrah.
Gianna's outfit like really went well with them because it
I
screamed
wasn't
like
even,
unicorn.
I
They
wasn't
kind of
even
look like unicorn.
Yeah, I wasn't
like,
even planning on
hooves.
wearing the unicorn horn, but when Willie was like, you should wear that, so I was like, okay, I was gonna wear it at Disneyland, but I wore it, and then when I put the shoes on, I was like, I literally looked like I was going for unicorn hooves, so that was cool. And then like Sasha complimented on them, and I was like, tell that to Farrah, and she was just like, I'm pretty sure Farrah has those shoes, and I was like, thank you. So then like Shay complimented me in the bathroom, and I was like,
I'm pretty sure a lot of other people did too that day.
Yeah, I got stopped all the time. It was like, well, I mean, half the time I was barefoot because my feet were hurting, so I like took my shoes off. But like when I was wearing them, I got a lot of compliments. So yeah, that was cool seeing her in the bathroom. I'm pretty sure she was just hiding. Like there was no one else in there. She wasn't
taking a breather.
Taking a breather. I get it, girl. I get it. So yeah, we waited in line to see Farrah.
Yeah, she came out about, like she was supposed to come out at 3 again for her last set.
At like 3:20.
Yeah, like literally 3:15, and we had a 3 o'clock Ms. Crocker fast pass, and I was freaking out saying that we're gonna miss Ms. Crocker, we're gonna miss Ms. Crocker.
And I was like, no, we're not. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine.
But then we met Farrah, which was a lot of fun. She had a $30 minimum, and then as soon as after we met Farrah, we ran straight to Ms. Crocker.
And we were the last
We were
ones.
the last
She
people. I didn't even
was
think
like,
they were gonna take us.
No, they were like
ones.
turning off the lights. They were like, oh, you have fast pass? I was like, yes.
Yeah,
And
they
she
were like,
was
okay.
like dressed up as Rapunzel, and we were shook.
It was so
because-
cute.
Oh,
And
so
then
cute.
literally like after we took our picture, I turned around to like put my wallet back in my bag, and I turned around to look at Ms. Crocker, and she's gone.
Gone, like literally,
a ghost disappeared.
Boom, she was done. I felt so bad. She looked tired. Like she was great to me, and she was so nice.
She really did look
She
exhausted.
just looked like
I don't
her
think
line
she
was
had a
so
break.
long. I don't think so either. Everyone was like obsessed with her, as they should be, because Miss Cracker win for season 10. I'm Team Cracker, whatever. But
And
like
then
she looked like she got.
After that, we kind of like walked around. I believe we.
I
got
went back to
in-
Farrah. What?
Anyway, yeah, Gianna went back to Farrah, took some more pictures of Farrah before she went to meet Rupaul.
Yeah.
Farrah met Rupaul again.
So it's like not me.
And then we walked to
Alyssa.
Yeah, we walked to Alyssa just to take some pictures of her dress. And
we
then she finished like 10 minutes early. Like 10 minutes were left for the convention close, and she was like, "Okay, I'll take some more people." So
And we
like
got to go
literally
in and
whoever
see
was
her.
in the area got to meet her, and we
And
got
like
to meet her.
I almost felt bad because I did feel bad because there are people that waited hours and hours and hours to see her, and we literally just like walk up, and I was so
It's just
shook
honestly
and
like
unprepared.
we're
like
so lucky.
I was so shook and unprepared that I didn't even put my shoes on in the picture. Like
Yeah,
I'm
she's literally barefoot in the picture, and
I'm
Alyssa has
bare
like
ass
these heels
feet.
on.
Ugh, man. And then we were taking pictures over at Jeffree Star's booth, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Jeffree Star's area. And I don't know where you and Dylan were, but I was like walking past the merch booth, and the guy behind it was like, "Come here," and I was like, "Okay." And he was like, he pulls out this like hot pink vest in this packaging, and it is gorgeous. And he was like, "We want you to have this. Like, you look great." And I was like, I didn't touch it.
It's all
I
because
was
of the
like,
shoes.
I wasn't wearing the shoes. I don't think.
Yeah, you were,
I
I
think I was
think.
barefoot again. Every chance I got, I was barefoot in that convention center. Like, that's dangerous because the floors were gross and who knows what was on them. But like,
yeah, they were
my
gray,
feet
and
hurt.
I think at one point they were probably white.
They hurt. But yeah, he was like, come over, like, you look great. Here, take this vest. And I was like, I didn't want to touch it because I was like, are you giving this to me? And then I'd be accused of stealing it. And he was like, no, take it. Like, something about like Jeffrey wants you to have it. And I was like, okay, all right. So like, I took it. And then I walked away, and I was literally waiting for him to follow me and be like, you stole that. And I went up to Willie, and he was like, where'd you get that? And I was like, that guy gave it to me. He was like, no, you stole it. He didn't believe that I got it for free. But I did, and it's gorgeous. And it was like such a cool moment. I was like on a high. Dylan couldn't get over it. He kept talking about it. Like,
Yeah,
all
Dylan
night.
was shook.
Dylan was like, where'd you get that? You should sell it. I'm like, no, it's cute.
Trying to think what else we did. After that was pretty much it. Like, we
Yeah,
kinda,
we like walked
and
around. I
we
took
left.
some pictures of Blair's booth. Because she looked great.
Let me get my phone so I can see, like, I think it's time for tips now, because we
Yes.
pretty much did everything, but I think we also covered most of the tips. Basically, get there early.
Yeah,
The closer
tip
you
number
are to
one.
the door, the faster you'll get to the floor.
We thought it was really clever with the rhyme. So yeah, essentially, if you get there at like 8 in the morning, you're probably gonna be one of the first ones in if you're not VIP. And then,
And then, here.
okay. So prioritize who you want to see based on your favorites and popularity.
Oh my god, he's eating your hair!
It's clean.
Give it to me, give it to me. Give it to me.
So essentially, like Trixie, Sasha, Alyssa, those people that have the longest
And
lines.
Alaska.
And Alaska, like those people that you know have the longest lines. If you want to see them, like best chances are when they open those doors. When they open those doors, figure out where their booth is and just like make a beeline for it and go wait in their line.
Be prepared to spend a lot of money and to wait in a lot of lines.
Yeah, so essentially like 90% of the booths you have to buy something to meet the queen.
Not even 90,
Because
it's
they
like
have
literally
to,
95%.
Yeah, they're paying to be there, they're paying for their merch and their booth and stuff, so they need to be making back the money that they're paying to be there. So
Exactly.
it makes sense.
So don't expect stuff for free.
Right. Don't get upset that you have to pay to meet queens, because if you want to meet 20 queens in one day, you're going to be paying to meet 20 queens.
Exactly. And don't get upset like when you see them walking around and if they don't like take a picture with you.
Right. Like
Because,
don't be
like,
rude.
that's just,
respect
like, their
place.
break.
Yeah, they're taking their break. They want to walk around and see their friends, which are the other
Yeah,
queens.
like some of them might, you know, but it's like some of them might not, only because like that's their only break of the day or whatever.
Right. So essentially, just be respectful of that.
Utilize fast passes.
Fast passes, okay, so the fast pass system was a little messed up because when we bought our Pearl fast pass, we didn't get sent our tickets, right? Or your time was
I never
messed
got.
up.
Yeah, my time was screwed up, and
I never got my ticket, so I had to email them and be like, hey, I didn't get my ticket. So then like a week later, they responded with the actual ticket. Same with Farah and Detox.
and yeah, detox. Like I paid for mine, and it never gave me the time.
We got
so I had to
confirmation
email the
emails.
people.
Mine for Detox, I never even got a confirmation email. Mine with Farah's, I didn't get a ticket. So
And
like,
the people like at the convention, like were telling us how messy the fast pass system was and how
right,
like.
but they
messed
honored
up.
it. Like if you showed them the email, like when I was at Detox's booth, I had to show them my bank statement too to prove that I paid for it or whatever. But aside from the glitches with it, it is super smart because like we said earlier, you get a print, you get to just literally skip the entire line. It was like the best part for me was getting to use the fast passes.
Bring snacks and water. We
Food was messed up there.
Yeah, since our first year was at New York City, we were really lucky with the food. They had a lot of food inside the convention.
You had to
wasn't
leave,
long.
like you were still in the convention center, but you had to like leave the hall in New York to go
Yeah,
get food.
and
But
it was
for
like
LA,
so easy.
in
And
LA, the lines were ridiculous, and there was like food trucks outside,
Which
but
looked
those lines
disgusting.
they looked gross, and the lines were ridiculously long. So,
And they only had nachos literally inside the convention center. So I mean, you.
but
pretty
honestly,
much
like for
ruined-
LA or like for after New York, we were like we need to bring snacks to LA, and we didn't. We failed.
Yeah, like we brought a bagel, but
You
it's
brought a
just it's
bagel.
hard to worry about everything when you have to worry about.
There's a lot going on, so your mind is consumed. But yeah, definitely bring your own food items if you can.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think we covered everything. We talked about that before.
Yeah, the last thing on our list was to be respectful of the queens, and also in the sense like when I'm in line, like let's say for Blair, when I was in line for Blair, I was watching her interactions with the guests before I got up there, and that's how I kind of judge how mine is gonna be. If I'm gonna go up there and talk a lot, or if I'm gonna go out for a hug, like I will never touch them unless they go to touch me first, like in a hug or whatever. And Blair hugged everyone. Blair took her time and talked, so that's like how I judged how my interaction was essentially gonna go. Because there are some queens who, you know, they they don't hug, they don't really want to talk, they want to have a photo and leave. So I kind of just am mindful of that in their personal space. Never touch their hair. That's always like their biggest pet peeve, is never touching their hair. You know, don't expect them to spend forever with you, because they do have long lines, and you know, if anything, like the queens will have a conversation with you and their attendants will literally like
shoo you away.
I don't know who it was.
But luckily, like our favorites have spent like quality time with us and have really like cared about the conversations and everything. So we've been very blessed with that.
Not that even really makes a difference because we looked before, but look at the floor map when it's released.
Actually,
floor plan.
I would not, because I didn't look at the floor plan for New York City, and I was like fine up until the convention started. And I looked at the floor plan like a couple days before we went away, and I had like a mini panic attack because I was like, where is everyone? Like they're everywhere.
I didn't look. I only looked at the time on the side because like I sent it to you, but I don't know if I actually like sat down and really studied it, if it would have made a difference, just because looking at it on a piece of paper versus like the huge center is so different.
Yeah.
But I mean,
like we probably went Friday and Saturday like missing a couple aisles and just like completely missing a couple people.
we didn't look at really any of the merch booths. Like we're so dedicated. Also, something we didn't talk about are panels, because we haven't done any panels. We would rather like meet queens than watch them talk.
Because you can just see that on YouTube the next day.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't
but
have
for panels, like I feel like an hour before is like good enough time to wait, you know.
I don't have any like advice for the panels because, like I said, we haven't done it. But
and I think they're about like 30 minutes long.
Sharon was like, "You're gonna come see my Elvira panel? Looks like something you'd be into." And I was like, "Yeah, no." I mean, yeah, but like I just.
This is no time, because you have to dedicate at least 2.5 hours for panels. And there's such a limited time in the convention center.
Another thing that they do is they do separate ticketed events Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night for different themes. There was like a pageant themed show.
Yeah, that was Sunday night.
There was Battle on the Runway, and then there was like a season 10 girls.
Yeah,
like,
season
show.
10 was Friday.
Yeah, we didn't go to
Battle
any
on
of
the Runway
them.
was
I did one in
Saturday.
New York for 9 from 9, and that was great. But they also had that available, and none of my faves really were doing it, so I didn't think it was worth it to buy any tickets. But also, another tip in a sense is a lot of the drag queens, when they come to LA, they stay longer, so they do a lot of different shows around LA, because we noticed that they were like posting about like going to
So
some
I would
bar.
check into that if you can see them there rather than, you know, the convention or vice versa.
Or both, honestly. I would have done both had I like thought about it and planned for it, but
I think that's pretty much it. Is there anything else you want to say?
I don't think so. After
This video tired me out.
After 32 minutes of rehashing everything, but Dragcon is my favorite thing ever.
It really is. It's a lot of
so
fun.
Good.
It's
And
like,
the people there, they're so funny. Like outfit wise, like, you know, dress as simple or as extra as you want, and you won't get judged. Like there are literally people like
wearing
like,
a potato sack.
Wearing a potato sack. There
Or
are some
like
people
wearing
who are,
unicorn shoes.
or like literally some people were naked, like whatever. There were so many kids there this year. I think like way more than I've seen. So I was really excited to see that. They were all dressed up and they were having a great time, and it's just a really good environment because, you know, everyone's happy and non-judgmental. So
It's just like a happy area.
It is.
Plus it's like really good for us because we get to see our favorites.
Yeah.
You know, we get to hang out with each other, and we also get to improve our photography skills because we get to take pictures of them, and we're so happy we get the opportunity.
yeah,
It's really a lot of fun.
it is.
Well, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else?
I don't think so. Go to Dragcon if you can.
Yeah.
September
let's say
in New York,
goodbye.
and then
Can you get Popeye?
yeah,
Bring him over. We'll say goodbye with Popeye.
the actual star of the video.
Come on, Popeye Goodman. Popeye Goodman.
He's just gonna sit on us. Oh.
Okay, well, thanks everyone for watching. Make sure you subscribe to Gianna's channel for more videos.
I'm gonna post the link to.
Go on the floor. Go on the floor. Ow, my face.
I'm gonna post the link to Willie and Dylan's YouTube below as well, because
Yeah, and I
he's
think
gonna be posting a Dragcon video and our Disneyland video and like all that fun stuff. So we kind of just have mixed stuff. And I'm sure I'll make more videos with him on this YouTube channel.
Probably.
You can see how many dislikes this one gets.
Okay, well, I guess we say goodbye. Oh. We can have Popeye one more time say goodbye. Popeye, get over here.
I got it.
And he's gonna eat the cord.
It's okay.
Being a model is hard work for him.
It's okay. Popeye's gonna do something.
You just say hi to all of them.
Ooh. Okay,
Bye-bye.
well, bye everyone.
Bye.